Many children say it's mission impossible to get more math problems right and achieve better grades, but our students did it without taxing their parents' time to send them to after-school math enrichment classes or learning complex problem-solving methods. If your child can apply the 3 steps of the Big Math method, they will make complicated problem sums simpler and easier to solve. Here is what your child will have to do in order to make math problems simpler to solve. Step 1. Identify the mathematical situation by concept first. Step 2. Work with heuristics to illustrate the situation clearly. Step 3. Find a solution to the problem. Now, what are the common challenges that primary school children face when solving math problems? Common challenge 1. Students are not taught to use effective heuristics and visualization tools, for example models, to analyze complex mathematical situations when they see a math problem. This is one of the approaches that many children use before learning the Big Math method. Looks familiar? It is common that children cannot analyze not-so-straightforward situations with imagination as they have little experience in solving real-life problems. Without the help of heuristics, like model drawing, to put down the relationship between the people and the numbers clearly, it can be challenging, even for adult parents sometimes. Common challenge 2. Students are not taught to identify the problem or mathematical situation before solving the problem. This is another common approach that children use before learning the Big Math method. So, my child has already been using models, yet why are they still not getting math problems right? Without the understanding of various math conceptual frameworks, there is no basis to set their train of thoughts. As a result, the relationship between the numbers and the people in the questions will not make sense to them. So, what is mathematical situations or math conceptual frameworks? For example, is there a part or a few parts of a larger whole? Is there a comparison of 2 or more items? Is there any change before or after an event? Is there a pattern of regularity to the numbers in the question? Etc. Once the mathematical situation of the math problem is determined, students can use the right math concept to set their thinking process. Let's have a look at the Big Math problem-solving method now. First, identify the mathematical situation by concept to set the course for thinking. Kenji, Ronald, Peter. The comparison comprises 3 or more identities and one of them is compared with the others multiple times. That means the math problem belongs to the repeated identity concept. Now that we know it is a repeated identity question, let's work with a model to illustrate the situation clearly and find a solution. Okay, let's find out who is the favorite identity. Ronald is compared to Kenji, Peter is compared to Ronald. You can see Ronald is used to compared with the others multiple times in this question, hence, we know Ronald is the favorite identity. We will therefore put Ronald in the middle of our model so that Kenji and Peter can easily compare to Ronald. Kenji has 379 marbles. And we know Ronald has fewer than Kenji. Ronald's model will be shorter than Kenji, as Kenji has 87 more. Kenji has 379 marbles, that means the 2 parts of Kenji's model would add up to give us 379. Now, how many marbles do Ronald has? Ronald. 379 minus 87 equals 292. Ronald has 292. Kenji also has the same amount, 292. Peter has 4 times as many as Ronald. That means whatever amount Ronald has, Peter will have that amount, but even more. So, we draw Peter's model of what Ronald has, 292, 4 times. Once the relationship between all the persons and the number of items is laid down clearly in the model, the problem becomes much simpler now. Peter has 4 times 292 equals to 1168. So, what is the difference between Peter and Kenji? The difference: 1168 minus 379 equals to 789. The answer is 789 marbles.